Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to the Moon Men Podcast.
There we go. Now we all synced
Okay.
up. That was a perfect clap.
That was a perfect clap.
Man, the original intro. Just roll with me.
Just
here.
roll. Or just
Yeah.
just,
Because
okay,
we're
let
playing
me
the
get-
original intro.
Let me get in a ball.
no, don't do that. Don't do that. Adjust the camera. Holy shit, people! What's up? Must be weird. It must be weird for them to see us for the first time, right?
Well, granted that most of the people who listen to it know what we look like already.
I would say a good half of them do.
Yeah.
But they're, even then, some of them haven't seen us since like. Don't do that. Don't
Why?
be
I
so-
did it last time.
You did it last time?
Yeah.
Some of them haven't seen us since we were in high school, so like it must be weird. What's up, people?
You know, I was thinking about this. Are we gonna have a high school reunion? How is it? How do high school reunions work?
I'm pretty sure
Student council.
the student council will plan it. I don't know if we're gonna have a high school reunion. Anybody who's listening to this, who was part of the high school reunion, the student council, they should set it up. But I don't know if we're gonna have like an actual.
I don't think those exist anymore. Not because of social media and everything.
I don't know. I mean, I'd be down because we'd be famous podcasters and we could pull up. And
Yeah,
"What's up,
but the
bitch?"
reunions are like what 10 years after.
something like that. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
They're usually in the movies and shit.
Yeah.
You
I
know-
I have a joke for you.
Oh god.
I have to pull it up. I have multiple jokes for you,
Oh god.
but I'll sprinkle them in.
You're just gonna be throwing them. You're gonna be hitting me with random joke. Are they like those popsicle stick jokes?
I don't know if this one counts. What does Michael Jackson like to do on holiday?
Little kids?
Ski.
That was terrible. That was terrible.
Why are you smiling?
It was because the way you said it. You're ski. Welcome back to the Moon Man Podcast, everybody. I'm your host Devin. That's your co-host Eddie. Well, that looked pretty fucking cool from my end.
What?
And welcome to the 1 year special, people. This is the first time you get to see our faces here.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not the first time, but like officially on the show. I was gonna get a haircut for this episode.
Wait, are we wearing the same stuff from the first episode?
No, we're not.
Well, I know I am.
That's what you wore?
I am. Well, the shirt at least.
Yeah, I was gonna wear that, and then I realized that it was dirty.
Oh.
And then I was like, yeah, we can't do that.
I heard there's something called a washing machine.
Yeah.
It's new. It's
too bad I realized it this morning, 20 minutes before I was going to leave.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Okay.
That's where the issue comes in.
Oh, okay. But
So-
have you heard of those? The washing machines?
Yeah. I think I think there might be one at my house, actually, but don't quote me on that.
Really?
Yeah, don't quote me on that.
Oh,
I'm not
okay,
entirely sure.
okay. Because I just been buying new shirts every time I wear one.
I had to double check that because I feel like that's something that you would actually do.
No.
Okay, what are you doing here? You giving me this weird ass energy.
What do you
again. I will
mean?
fucking leave. Man.
What are you
I don't
talking
give a fuck how
about?
long it took us to set this shit up. I will get the fuck out of here.
What are you talking
Is it
about?
the same settings? Is your camera on the same settings
What
as
do you mean?
before?
What do you mean? Like,
Does your shot look good? Okay, we're chilling.
no. How do we? we
Welcome to the 1 year special, people. Holy shit. I don't.
It's
really-
nothing special. It's gonna be a normal episode.
It's a normal episode, but now we got cameras and it's a little bit distracting for me.
Really?
I feel like I'm hunching over a little bit. Huh?
Really? I
Yeah,
thought
a
you were
little
an
bit.
actor. This doesn't exist to me. Just you.
I can't help it. I like looking at myself. Is that conceited?
Yes, that's conceited. We've been over this. You're egotistical. You're what was the word that you just used? Conceited. You think you're the main character in the universe.
Okay, to be completely fair, my ego has calmed down
No, it
over
hasn't.
the last couple of months.
No, it hasn't.
Has it been as prevalent as it was before?
Not on the show, but on Discord. Oof.
How? What am I doing on Discord?
You keep saying I'm the main character and you guys are all side
Okay,
characters.
I have not said
Yes, you have.
when.
You said that like 2 weeks ago.
Well, I didn't say that. If anything, somebody will be like, "You're not the main character," and then I'll be like, "I am the main character," you know. But at that point, I'm just responding to their criticisms.
No.
I'm not as much of an egomaniac as I was like a year ago. When we started this show, my fucking
your ego was up here.
It was at an all-time high.
Yeah,
because of some things that happened. But like now, I feel like I calmed down a lot. I'm a lot more.
You've been humbled.
Now. Well, yeah, by life, but like I calmed down. You know, I'm more humble. I don't know if I've been humbled. There wasn't anything specifically that like humbled me. You know what I mean?
Just life. You just said it.
Oh God, you don't get it. Never mind.
I've always been humble.
No, there are times. There are times where I see it within you.
No,
you know?
you don't.
Yeah,
No.
I see it with everybody. Nobody can be 100% completely humble. Even me right now, I would say at my most humbled that I've been in a while. There's still lots of elements of me where I'm just like, yeah, I'm that guy. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And I've seen it with you a little bit here and there. You know.
I don't recall.
Okay, like if somebody tried to question your wrestling knowledge, you're like, don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, in circumstances, I guess.
But like everybody's got that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's got that side to them where it's just like there's certain elements where it's just like they know their shit.
Right.
Get to your topics, Eddie.
No, I just thought of this because since we haven't been recording in such a long time, you should talk about the One Piece. I'll be
brief because I feel bad for everybody whenever I start going off on One Piece because I know a lot of people don't want to hear it, you included. But it's weird that you brought this up.
Well, yeah, because I'm trying to think back since the last time we recorded, and nothing much has really happened.
Well, on your end, there's been a lot of things happening here on my end.
Oh,
and
okay.
things that are going to
happen. Yeah. That's true. That's true.
You know, just
Isn't it gonna be backwards?
I don't know. Maybe. Okay. One Piece review. Let's keep it brief. Set a timer. 1 minute. I don't have that much to say, but, you know, just to stop myself. Ready? Go. I didn't like the show. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think it was a mid-ass show that didn't need to be made, and I said that from the get-go. There was no point in turning an already great manga and anime into a live-action series that most people aren't going to enjoy. Like I told you on Discord, I don't know who it's for. Because One Piece fans are going to come into it and they're going to be like, that was fun, but we didn't need that. And then regular people are going to watch it and be like, that acting was pretty bad. Why do we need this? I'm not watching this. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really have an audience. The CGI was mid most of the time. They changed so many elements of the plot and it just ruined the overall pacing and I just didn't like it. 4.5 out of 10.
Keep going.
15 seconds. I did like some elements of the show. Like Kobe, I think was a good casting.
Brian?
Mihawk was a good casting. 4 seconds. Don't watch it. Watch the original.
Did you catch that, Jamie?
Don't stop.
We have a tech guy. That's something new too. We have a tech guy back there.
We don't have a tech guy over here.
Yes,
it's the record player. That's it. And the alien over here.
No, it's Jamie. Jamie. Oh, he doesn't have a mic. I forgot.
What's the alien's name?
I don't fucking know. I never thought of it. But did you know that they written the second season of One Piece already?
Yeah. Well, I heard that they were already starting it, which upset me, because one thing that they changed the whole pacing of the story, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they added in this whole new plot element, and by the end, it's a completely different ending from where it was in the anime. So that means it's a trickle-down effect. So now they have to follow that decision into season 2, and it's just going to carry on. They didn't include some characters. They removed entire plots from some characters, and they gave some characters plots that weren't even in the original show. So now, going into season 2, all of it's going to have to carry over chronologically. Thank you. It's going to have to carry over chronologically. And it's just going to ruin the entire show, because by the time they start getting into the end game, it's going to be completely different from our end game, because we're already missing some key important characters that were supposed to be introduced this season. Anyways, why I don't know. I don't understand why they need to do this. You know, I could kind of understand it with like Cowboy Bebop, because it's tiny. It's 20 episodes and it's already finished. You know, you could turn that into a series if they had done it right and given it the same budget.
It's just a money grab, just like with Disney remaking the Lion King and then the Little Mermaid, and then what was another one they remade? The Seven Dwarfs, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
They remade that?
They're remaking it.
Oh my god!
And they're getting backlash because they didn't cast actual dwarves for the Seven Dwarfs.
What? Who did they cast?
Just normal people.
Giants?
Just normal people.
But that's dumb. You can't. This is gonna sound fucked up to a lot of you sensitive fuckers out there, but you don't want to mess with dwarves, like real life dwarves,
right.
Dwarf people. I don't know what they're called. Just dwarves.
Dwarfs. Because midgets
people with dwarfism.
Because midgets are their
Even
version of the
tinier,
N-word.
right?
Their version of the N-word.
Oh, okay. Don't say midgets.
Don't say midgets. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Say dwarfs.
Got it. Dwarves. You don't want to mess with dwarves because they're really they've been getting shit their whole life, so they don't take shit anymore.
Yeah.
And especially when it comes to actors. Like, I remember, I don't know the specific circumstances, but I remember Peter Dinklage was coming under fire because he had done something that went against a lot of other dwarf actors or something. And what the fuck? It might have been related to the Seven Dwarfs shit. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Well, no, he was one of the people who kind of was shitting on Disney.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. I don't know what it pertains to, but I remember there's a lot of backlash going towards him, and I was hearing it, and I was like, "What the fuck? Like these guys are kind of serious about their shit."
I can't think of it, but at the same time, if you cast a dwarf for a dwarf role, they're not acting; they're just playing the.
No. They have to act because all the dwarves have personalities.
Because who said? I think it was Bill Burr. He was talking about the controversy when Bryan Cranston was casted as a quadriplegic, and people were bashing Bryan Cranston for that. But then Bill Burr came out to defend him. He's like, if you casted a quadriplegic playing a quadriplegic role, he's not acting. He's just sitting there and saying words.
Yeah.
But the actor's job is to pretend to be someone else.
Yeah.
So
but I don't think that casting a dwarf in a dwarf role, excludes their acting chops, because again, it might be a dwarf role, but they still have to fit into that character's personality. It could be completely different from theirs, but they're gonna have to change it and morph it. Like the only one I can remember off the top of my head is like Sleepy. They're gonna have to fit into the character of Sleepy when they're playing.
Yeah, but they're just saying words at that point.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it's a Disney movie. It's not the most deep action ever, but
true.
Like when I get what you're saying though, that whole argument. Like when what the fuck is his name? The guy from American Psycho. Christian Bale. When Christian Bale was in The Mechanist,
yeah.
Right? That's a perfect example of like an actor because he transformed into a role that he normally isn't, and it was believable. But if you have somebody that you need a dwarf for, right? It's not like we can CGI somebody to be a dwarf and make it look good, and then at that point you're taking away a career from somebody that could do it and might have the acting chops to back it up, like Peter motherfucking Dinklage.
Yeah, but he normally plays giants. Have you noticed that?
He did play. Wait, what other giant is he playing?
He played the giant in Lord of the Rings, in Thor. In Thor, he played a giant.
Yeah, I remember that.
He played a giant in an animated movie. He voiced one.
It's just cool to see him as a giant, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but there's no such thing as a giant, so.
Yeah, but so there's no real regulations on that. But okay, let's say you had a role as like a quote unquote giant or like a strongman or something, and then you hire the guy from Game of Thrones, the Mountain, that bodybuilder, right?
Yeah.
And he's actually having to act or whatever in it, but he still fits the role of a giant. Is it the same argument as with the dwarves?
I guess it just goes back to the topic of who's acting better. Because let's say they audition. There's dwarves auditioning for those dwarf roles, but they didn't want them because they weren't as capturing, and the normal sized people were.
Well, yeah, I don't think they should just give it to the dwarf because they're a dwarf, but they should be, top priority at the end of the day. And then if they find somebody like Christian Bale who's auditioning, then of course it's probably gonna go to fucking Christian Bale. Although I don't know why he would be in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
No.
like, I don't know. I just think that they should be trying to cast dwarves in that role.
Yeah.
Because we don't get to see dwarves in a lot of movies, you know?
I can only name like three dwarf actors. Peter Dinklage, Mini-Me. What's his name?
Mini-Me? The guy from Austin Powers?
Yeah.
Wee-Man.
Wee-Man is Jackass.
Yeah, but he's
yeah.
He's in the entertainment scene.
Yeah. There's Dwarf Mamba.
Dwarf Mamba.
Yeah.
Who's Dwarf Mamba?
Logan Paul's friend.
Dwarf Mamba. I don't know. I'm not familiar.
No, he's pretty funny.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, wait. Is that the guy who's the comedian?
No, that's Brad Williams.
Okay, so you named a lot more than just three.
No, but I'm saying actors.
Yeah, but still, I mean, they're in the entertainment scene.
No, but I'm saying actors. They're not actors. The only two that are actors are Mini-Me and fucking Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, but even still, it's probably because they don't get a lot of spotlight. I mean, how many movies are being written with dwarf roles?
True.
I mean, I'm a writer, and I've never even considered adding like a small person into the role in any of my books. That's kind of crazy when you think about it. Do you ever feel an obligation as a writer to like add stuff like that?
No.
Diversify it?
No.
Well, who are your characters when you're writing?
I don't have an image in mind. Like with the main characters, I have actors in mind. Like with the first one, I had Jeremy Allen White playing my main actor.
Don't know who that is.
Have you seen Shameless?
No.
You haven't seen The Bear? Fuck, what else does he come in?
The Bear. Is he the main character from The Bear?
Yeah.
I know what he looks like.
Yeah, the main character from The Bear.
Okay. You had him as the main character?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about that casting personally.
With the second one, I thought of fuck, what's his name?
Who? The guy from The Walking Dead?
No. The guy from I don't know his name. Have you seen Nope?
Nope. No. I haven't seen
it. He usually plays in Jordan Peele movies. The guy from Get Out, the main guy.
Yeah, I know. I'm familiar with him. But
I don't know his name, but him. I had him in mind when I wrote the second movie, and then in the third one, I'm barely getting the story.
But like, what about the side characters? You know, because I've thought about this before in the past. Like as I'm writing, in my journal, my writing journal, I even have a section where I write down people that I've seen in public to give me an idea of like side characters. You know, like there was one time, no shit, where I was on my way to work and I saw a guy, in the rain, riding around on a bicycle, no fucking handlebars. He was riding like this, right, with the sombrero and a fucking skull mask, and he was wearing a poncho. In the rain, and he was just riding around, no fucking handlebars, just like
I'm pretty sure anyone can make that character because he's very
But like, I saw it in real life, and I was like I was just looking at him like, what the fuck is that? And so I wrote it down, right? And then sometimes I'll see like a random crackhead on the street, and I'll write it down or whatever, right? But I've also thought about it as like a moral standpoint because we shape the worlds that we create in our stories. So it almost makes me feel obligated to add in more representation, not the fucking weird one that everyone does nowadays, you know, more just like people that don't get seen, like people with a certain type of a disease or a condition, you know, like the Tourette's joke that we saw.
Yeah,
it's fucked up, but it's funny, and I bet people with Tourette's are like, holy shit, they made a joke about us, because it happened with Matt Rife. He was making fun of a girl in a wheelchair, and she was like honored to be part of the joke. Who's
Matt Rife? Oh, the cute one?
The cute. Everyone knows him as the cute one. So yeah, the cute one.
Okay. No, I never actually thought of. I don't think about that because when I write, I just think about the character. Like if that was me, because I become the character.
I guess you're looking at it from a more deep perspective, traditional perspective. Yeah. I'm trying to be more inclusive.
And if I ever make the movie, I'm just gonna go for whoever is the hottest.
Wow.
No, I'm joking.
Wait. I appreciate it. All right, I appreciate it.
I'm joking.
I really do appreciate it. Just don't over sexualize Jenna for me. All right. Because I'm going to be married to her one day, and I don't need those explicit images popping up.
No, but
I don't want to get Logan Pauled. You know what I'm
saying? In all seriousness, it'll go for the person with who did the best. Except for the main character. The main character is the main character. Yeah. He's got to be hot. No, the main character, if I wrote with that actor in mind, I want them to be casted as that.
Oh, okay. I think, okay, this goes back to that ugly conversation we had a while ago. But, like, is it wrong to, like, cast hot people in the main roles? Because we're attracted to beauty. And if you have somebody who's objectively good looking on the screen, who has, you know, the acting chops to back it up.
Right.
Is it wrong to constantly, like, hire good looking people?
Yes, because then it takes away from the story. People are not going to go into the movie because of the story. They're going to go in because of the actor.
Yeah, but that happens already. Like we've talked about it before. It happens with movie stars and directors, right? They'll just go in because of the names attached, and then they have to learn about the story after the fact.
No, but if you're looking for a person, like let's say it's
Matt Rife.
Let's say it's Matt Rife versus who's a traditional, not good-looking person.
Jonah Hill.
I guess Jonah Hill. If it's Matt Rife versus Jonah Hill, and you cast him you cast Matt Rife just because he's good-looking, then you're taking away from the story and you're discrediting your own work.
Okay, what if they both have the same level of ability, right?
Mm-hmm.
In this objective outlandish scenario, but Matt Rife is cuter. Is it wrong? Because it's going to be pulling in views, right?
Again, it all deals with the story. The way I look at it is, if they add to the story, if they bring people in because of the story, then cast that person. But if they're just bringing in people just for them, don't do it.
Hold on, I gotta fuck with my mic here. I just realized it's a little low.
Is mine good? Do you think mine's good?
Yeah, no, yours is good. But like, I keep doing this.
Oh.
I'm fucking up my back.
This is the first time I'm actually like sitting straight.
Yeah, we have to sit straight because we have to stay in frame. Hi. See the like you noticed the camera. Oh shit, 25 minutes. Oh no, it's probably a little bit less because
right here's 21.
Yeah, I was kind of tripping. I don't think it takes away from the story hiring a pretty person. I think it can enhance in some cases, right?
It all depends on the story. Like, let's say if you're making an action blockbuster, then I guess.
Okay, like in the case of The Babysitter, that Halloween movie on Netflix, right?
Never seen it.
It's fine. The main it kind of plays into the story, but the girl who's actually babysitting the main protagonist is super hot. She's just like fucking gorgeous.
If they wrote it in the script that the main character is attractive, then I guess hire and.
Okay, but like, is it wrong if you write a story with only attractive characters?
No, because that's the person's vision.
All right,
it's their story.
I respect you for that.
No one can tell them otherwise. No one can tell them how to make their own fucking movie.
Yeah, I respect that. No one can tell you how to write your story.
Exactly. If they think they can make it better, go ahead. Am I wrong?
All right.
Also, we're gonna test this angle out because I feel like I'm not really in frame.
What do you mean? You can see yourself. You look like you're in frame.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't know. When you're looking at this, just if we have to change it up next time, then we'll change it up next time.
Oh, this is a tester angle, you mean? Like next time we do it, we're gonna do it.
Yeah, so like when you're editing, you'll be like, Eddie, we're gonna have to move your camera over here.
We're gonna have to come up with a better setup than this, cause.
Well, like I said, after this, we could go get a stand.
Also, I'm curious, how many of you guys listening actually called this? Like, how many of you in your head were like, oh shit, they're about to do video after all the blatant hints that we just fucking gave out? Because we even talked about cameras for like,
and then we
20 minutes last episode.
We did post on the TikTok and on our Instagram page that we
yeah. This is actually gonna be on Spotify. So if you're calm down. Sorry, it's okay. If you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, you won't be able to see the video podcast from what I know. I don't think that we can upload video podcasts on there. But if you're listening on Spotify, you could see us, obviously, because you're probably looking right now. And we're also going to upload this onto our YouTube. So make sure you guys check there if you want to watch these there. We are going to be uploading the video ones on the YouTube every week moving forward, which is going to be a bitch to maintain, but whatever. It's all part of the show, baby. It's all part of the show.
It's all your guys' fault. I have a story to tell you. I've been holding this one in. It's probably not that funny.
All right, go ahead.
I crop dusted a little girl.
What? You crop dusted a little girl?
On accident.
Oh my god.
All right, so I was at work, right?
Dude, you're part of a podcast.
It was on accident. All right, let me explain.
All right, go ahead.
So I was at work, right, and I was walking around, and in my vicinity there was nobody in sight. So I decided to fart, and when I kind of walked away, here comes a little sweet, cute little girl. She walked right into it. She was probably like 3. She had no clue what was going on in the world. She was just playing around. In her mind, there's probably flowers and dandelions and a butterfly. And then she walks into a cloud of gas that was left by Eddie.
That's fucking nasty. It's like I could taste it. Like I could feel it in the back of my throat. Hold on.
And when I saw it happen, I'm like, I'm sorry, little girl. It's your fault.
What do you mean it's her fault?
There was nobody in the vicinity. There was nobody.
You could have gone to the back room or something.
It was either there or I don't know.
Is she still alive?
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
I've never had the displeasure of experiencing one of your farts head on, but if I did, I probably wouldn't fucking survive it.
I think you would.
I don't want to test it. I don't want to think about it. Let's just move on. Move the fuck on, Eddie. This is a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
How old was she?
Like 3, 4.
Oh, poor little sweetheart. Just got her fucking. That's fucking nasty, man. Look at you. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I am ashamed of myself, but it's kind of funny when you think about it.
I mean, it is kind of funny. I mean, she fucking walked right into that shit. But like,
she ate it.
Oh,
she did have dinner that day.
No,
she ate that fart.
That's fucking nasty, man. Jesus Christ. Ugh. I could like picture it. Like her fucking mouth was open and she walked.
Yeah, like
in.
she was probably giggling and everything, and then.
Okay. Move the fuck on. Move the fuck.
Yeah, every time we got on Discord, I've been wanting to say that story, but I'm like, nope, I have to say it for the podcast.
That was a good one. It was right up there with the fucking the liquid shit that came out as like water.
Did I say on there?
Yeah,
here?
you said it.
I said on here. Okay.
Yeah, because I showed my brother and he had the exact same reaction as me. Because when you told me, I was like, oh, and then I showed it to him. He was like, oh. So I mean, it was it's always shit stories with you. You know that?
Well, no, this one was a gas one.
It's right up there.
I have that tampon story. Remember?
They're in the same family. You know.
Like in the.
No, don't. Just leave it. Just fucking leave it, Eddie. I don't want to keep doing this. Move the fuck on.
Okay, do you want to hear another joke?
Yeah, sure. Oh fuck, I forgot about these stupid ass popsicle jokes.
Why is a chicken so funny?
So funny?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because
that was just bad. And I know some people are laughing right now.
I know.
That's the crazy part.
That's the second one. I have to mark it off.
That's the crazy part. Like, I know, like, if you had told my brother that, he'd be giggling right now.
Yeah.
Like,
he'd be like, because he kind of laughs lower.
You know, he'll be he's a fucking dumbass, Eddie. They're all dumbasses.
Everyone's an idiot.
No, they're dumbasses, specifically.
Oh, you know what I wanted to talk about last episode, but we didn't talk about? Lockdown stories.
Oh, yeah. I heard that when I was editing. I was like, oh, shit, the lockdown. I had to cut that part out because we never talked about it.
Yeah.
Well, so what do you want to know?
Do you have any? Do you have any funny ones? Any?
I have a strange one. But did you want to open it up? Because it seems like you have one.
I have 2.
Go ahead. Well, let's switch off.
Okay. So when I was like in 5th grade, it was almost the end of the day and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the principal says, "Oh, we're on lockdown and everything," right? We were in that classroom till like 6, and we were supposed to get off at 2:30. And while you're on lockdown, you obviously can't go use the bathroom. So
yeah.
So there was this kid. I think it was a boy.
Was it a bucket? Did you guys use a bucket?
We used a bucket.
Oh.
But here's a kicker. Here's a kicker of them all. The boy said, the little boy, my classmate, he said, "Miss, I have to go to the bathroom." So I don't know if your school had this, but they used to have like, so one classroom would be right here, and then the other one here, and it would be separated by a wall that you could push back. Did you guys have that?
No. What the fuck?
So like it was 2 classrooms, but it was just divided by
like a thin wall.
By a thin wall that you could just push back, like curtains.
Okay.
Like you could just push back, and then it's one big ass room.
No, we didn't have that.
No.
No.
So with that, their offices were just one big room. So my teacher could go to her classroom. She could come to ours just through the office. So they decided to put the bucket in the office.
Mm-hmm.
This kid, he goes and does his business. He comes back, right? And right as we started leaving because the lockdown ended and everything, the teachers said that there was poop on the carpet. So so that kid missed the whole bucket.
Well, I mean, he's shitting in the dark, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
It's not like they even gave him a fucking flashlight.
Yeah, but there were still windows at the top that you could give it.
The fucking shit story, man. Jesus.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
And I think the reason why we're on lockdown is because there was I guess there was a cop pulled someone over, and then that guy ran away, so he was in the neighborhood.
Oh.
And he was in one of the backyards of the houses in front of the
That's
in front of the school.
something similar to ours. So right around, I think it was in 2nd grade around this time, right? And I remember because I was one of the kids that saw the incident or whatever, So I was outside playing on the playground, and it's the same school that I saw the man with the no face, right? Do you remember that story?
Yeah, but I don't think you said it on here.
No, I did. And
excuse me.
Like I said in the story, right next to the school, there's a gate right here. There's a ditch, an alleyway.
Oh yeah.
And then there's houses, right? And so people would walk through the little alleyway and go to the houses or go to the middle school right next to us or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I remember I was on the playground, and I was trying to do backflips off of the swing to impress some girls. And
you fell on your face, huh?
I did at the park once, busted my whole nose, and I have blood all over me.
That's why your nose is so schweck.
Schweck?
Schweck.
What the fuck is Schweck? What is
continue.
that? What the fuck is Schweck?
Schweck. All the people who speak Spanish know what Schweck is.
What is that? What Schweck? What Schweck?
You guys know.
The fuck's wrong with my nose? So I was sitting there on the playground trying to do some flips, impress some girls or whatever, right? And I remember like it was almost like a horror movie type of scene, because then it started getting all quiet. Like the kids were still talking, but like from my perspective, everything was just getting quiet. And then I just got this inclination to look over towards the drop off, right? Because it was a roundabout. And that's where the little ditch connected to the side of the school. And I saw some man walking in like a trench coat, which threw me off because it was like
a janitor.
No, not like that's a onesie, like a jumpsuit. It was more of like a coat.
Okay, like
almost like a detective cloak, but it was all black,
okay.
Right? And I remember he was wearing a hat and he was carrying a briefcase. But it threw me off because it was at like the start of the school year, so it was still relatively hot in our area, right? And it was midday. I was at lunch. So he was walking by, ignoring all of us, but like walking by. And then I remember he stopped and he started calling out to some kids. And I was like, what the fuck? And then he just kept walking. And then we went back to class. And then right after we got in class, they called a lockdown and they said there was a mysterious man in the area and he's doing some weird shit. I forgot the circumstances. I don't remember why. But then I was in class and I remember telling my teacher, I was like, I saw the man that they're talking about. And then I had to start giving her all the details and profiling the fucking guy, right? And, take all this with a grain of salt because I don't know if that's actually what he looked like. That's what I remember him looking like. Mm-hmm. But I was like 8, so it could have been a completely random dude. It could have been like a fucking crackhead with a shaved head. Who fucking knows?
Right.
But I saw a guy in like a coat and a hat with a briefcase. I specifically remember the briefcase. And I was telling the teacher that, and they never caught the dude. They just ended up lifting the lockdown because they couldn't find him in the area, so they determined it was safe. And all the parents had to wait outside, right? And then we got in the cars and left, and we weren't allowed to leave unless our parents were there. But I thought it was fucking bizarre after the fact, because during the lockdown, I was flirting with my then girlfriend, and just talking to her. And
when there was a lockdown, did you think you were gonna be the hero to save everybody?
No, I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
No. I mean, like in other lockdowns.
Nope.
No.
Later on in high school, I started to get those like, what are they called? Male fantasies, where you're like, if somebody comes in and starts.
That's what I'm saying. Like, did you ever think that you were gonna be the hero that saves everybody?
No, not during that time.
Oh, okay.
But in high school, yeah, there's a couple times. I wouldn't have done shit, to be completely honest. Like, even if I did charge the guy,
right?
I don't know if my small frame would have done anything, but I thought about it a lot. I'm like, okay, I'll protect the teacher because I
could spear the guy. In my head,
I'll throw a pencil and it'll fucking hit him in the eye, and then I'll tackle him, and then some other kid will come and help me. Or when he's shooting that side of the room, I'll get behind him and grab him
and choke him out. And yeah.
But I think it is that. I wonder how many guys actually think about that, right? And then
I feel like every guy thinks about it because we watch too many action movies.
But like, yeah, but that's the good part because it's training us. Because like, if somebody actually had broken in, right?
Right.
Do you think we would have all been able to fight them off?
No, because let's say there's a class of 25.
Yeah.
And let's say, what's half of 25?
12 and a half.
12 and a half, right? Let's say there's 11 girls and 14 guys, right?
Yeah.
Half of those guys are going to be just scared. 5 of those guys will probably do something, and the other 2 would just be frozen in fear.
I don't know, because like this ties into what I was going to talk about last time with the Columbine, when that all happened. Also, real quick side tangent, I found out a lot more people don't know about it than you expect. You would think, right? Because with all the school shootings nowadays, like everybody's familiar with like
Sandy Hook, and then
the OG,
don't say it like that, Devin. Oh my God. Don't say the OG. Just say the first one.
The OG.
Devin, oh my God.
Don't clip that out of context. Anyways, I thought more people would be familiar with it because I was familiar with it.
Right.
I was scared to go to middle school because I found out about it in like 3rd grade, and then for an entire afternoon one Saturday, I just binged all the videos and all the documentaries.
Dude, when I found about it too, I just binged it, but I wasn't scared to go to school. I was more like
I'll get those fucking.
No, it was more eerie. Like I imagined myself in that high school.
Yeah, I did too. Like, even though I wasn't even close to an age to be in high school, I kind of felt like what it would be like, right? And
Scam likely.
Every time.
Scam likely.
Okay.
It's not the other person.
I'll give it a pass.
Yeah.
I'll give it a pass.
It was a scam.
His phone ring.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna mute it because we can't cut it out now. So I'm gonna
just mute it.
I'm gonna mute it, but that his phone ring.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Yeah.
But I was scared because I had binged it, right? And middle school is different from elementary school because when you're in elementary school, the teachers kind of walk you everywhere and you're always with people, and then you go from the lunchroom to your classroom to outside, and like you're always being guided, right? The only time you ever get privilege to go places is like when you go to the bathroom. But like, even when you're going to PE, they walk you to PE, they walk you to the computer room, they walk you to the lunchroom, whatever. In middle school, you have to start figuring out where your classes are, which is really fun the first time. But I was scared because that's the environment where the guns happened, right? That's where all the bad shit was happening. And it didn't help. Like I mentioned that my mom was going through drive-bys, and she told me to be careful in high school because it happened while she was at school. So I was like, I'm just going to die. Like when I get to middle school, I'm going to die. And I was always scared of like school shootings. And there would be times where like we would go in. I think we went into lockdown once in middle school, or maybe twice.
Oh, I'm going to bring that story up later.
But I remember when we did, I was like, fuck, there's a school shooter. There's a fucking school shooter. And I was scared of it before it even became a common thing. And like I had heard on another podcast, the last podcast on the left, the two guys that initiated it, who I'm not gonna name because they don't deserve any more credit.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot their names.
I completely forgot their names too.
I think I know the name of one, but we're not gonna say it. They completely changed the dynamic of school, which was their goal. They instilled fear in everybody, and where before school used to be a safe place, now nobody feels safe there. They ripped away the idea of school being a safe place for children.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for most of America, because over here we were getting fucking shot up like crazy with all the cholos and shit.
No, but when we were in school, we didn't have to deal with them.
No, but like again, my parents did, and that was a couple years before the OG.
Yeah, but when we were in school, you never heard of anybody shooting another kid in school.
Not until we were in high school, and we were about to graduate. Because when was Sandy Hook? That was like
2012.
2012?
Yeah.
I could have swore it was a little bit later.
Like when we were in school, I mean like in this area, like we didn't have to deal with that.
I remember with the Batman movie too, when there was
oh
shooting,
yeah,
I was scared to go to the theaters.
I'm still scared to go to the theater.
Not so much. I mean, because I've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight, so I feel like I could escape. You know.
No, like
just crouch behind the fucking the seat.
Yeah, but what if it's a fucker next to you? If
what you have, this is gonna sound morbid, but if somebody next to you happens to, then you hide under their body. Right?
No, I mean, what if the shooter is right next to you?
Oh,
you're the first to go.
Well, I mean, make them laugh during the movie. Just say something, Say one comment during each movie to make the person next to you laugh, and you're less likely to get shot.
No, you're not. You're more likely to get shot.
Like, shut the fuck up, I'm trying to watch.
Because you are one of the people that I like and don't like watching movies with.
Okay, why do you like watching movies with me?
Because you, for the most part, you don't talk.
Thank you.
And
I do not like watching movies with me.
Because, like, let's say they're going to reveal something at the end, you call it right before it happens.
I just know.
Like, when was it? I forgot what movie we were watching. I think it was a Batman movie. We were watching the Batman movie, and in the movie he dies, right? And you lean over to me, you're like, he didn't die, and then he didn't fucking they reveal he didn't die like a minute later.
Well, it's the writer in me, and I've noticed this, so I've been trying to calm it down, but I'll like when me and my brother were watching that show Monster,
right,
up until like episode 50, which is almost the halfway point for the show, I was guessing every single plot point, from the minor things to the big things, and my brother was getting annoyed. But then it started getting so wild, I couldn't predict anything, right? So, but I try to not do that anymore because I know it's annoying.
Just do it in your head.
Yeah, but then I want to say it so then when I call you guys are like, oh my God, you're the coolest person I've ever met. And I'm like, I know, thank you for realizing.
No. Like when I was watching that Transformer movie, I even called the ending before I watched the movie.
Well, me and my dad called the ending. We were talking shit about the movie, but we liked it, and then we were calling the ending. We almost got the ending perfectly too, like the outro sequence and everything. I was like, okay, they're gonna do some. Optimus is gonna do some motivational speech about how he grew as a leader, and then he's gonna dedicate himself to protecting Earth, and then they're gonna do the rolling credit sequence, and it'll probably show cars driving. And then it'll show what's his face, and he's like going back to a security job, and he's like, I don't need this job anymore because I saved the world.
Exactly.
And then it's go, what?
No, but the thing that I do like is that they're collabing with G.I. Joe. That's one thing I like.
No, we were pissed off about that.
Really?
Yeah, me and my dad started looking it up afterwards. We were talking mad shit.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of that.
But one thing we didn't anticipate though, and this is what is it? Rise of the Beast? Rise of the New Beast, I think it's called. Transformers Rise of the Beast or Rise of the New Beast.
I think it's the first one.
And one thing my dad was like, it's not going to be Linkin Park because it's all I can't say that. It's all minorities, right?
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be some rap music or something. And I was like, oh, it'll probably be like Tupac. He's like, nah, it's going to be Biggie. And then it was Biggie.
Well, yeah, because they're in New York.
Yeah, and the whole thing was like Brooklyn, baby.
Yeah. So,
but wait, we got complete. How do we get into Transformers?
Fuck yeah.
Were we on lockdowns?
Yeah, we were on lockdowns. Because we started talking about movies and everything. Because about the shooting in with Dark Knight Rises.
Oh yeah.
And then I started saying how I don't like watching movies and all that.
Okay.
So back.
Wait, before.
Oh.
Let's do a quick ad break because I gotta take a piss, and then we'll come back to the school shooting story.
What do we do with this?
We'll just leave it.
Do I leave that too?
Yeah. Leave everything.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Is something interfering with your happiness or preventing you from achieving your goals?
Regardless if you have a clinical mental health issue like depression or anxiety, or you're just a regular human who lives in this world and is going through a hard time, therapy can give you tools to approach your life in a very different way.
And that's why I'm excited to tell you about today's sponsor, BetterHelp.
BetterHelp's mission is to make therapy more affordable and more accessible. And this is an important mission because finding a therapist can be really hard, especially when you're limited to the options in your area.
BetterHelp is a platform that makes finding a therapist easier because it's online, it's remote, and by filling out a few questions, BetterHelp can match you to a professional therapist in as little as a few days.
It's easy to sign up and get matched with a therapist. There's a link in the show note. It's betterhelp.com/moonmen.
Clicking that link helps support this show, but also gets you 10% off your first month of BetterHelp, so you can connect with therapists and see if it helps you.
And because finding a therapist is a little like dating, if you don't like your current therapist, which is a common thing with therapy, you can easily switch to another for free without stressing about insurance, who's in your network, or anything like that.
Living a more fulfilling life can be a complicated situation. Whether it's chasing your dreams or trying to improve in small, meaningful ways, change can be difficult.
Having options like BetterHelp gives you more leverage in managing life's difficulties. It can be a little nerve-wracking, but like we always say, sometimes you have to be willing to take risks in life.
Yeah, what he said.
So, if you're struggling, consider online therapy with BetterHelp. Click the link in the show notes or visit betterhelp.com/moonmen. That's better, HELP/MOONMEN to get started today. Thank you again to BetterHelp for supporting the show. And now, time for a word from our sponsor, Deli. You guys know the deal by now. Deli is a powder-based energy drink designed to be a great tasting alternative to the traditional energy drinks you guys have been hearing about your whole life. 0 calories, sugar-free, all natural, and full of vitamins, Deli is reinventing what energy drinks could and should be. Use it while you're studying, gaming, going to the gym, or listening to the Moonman podcast. One scoop has 150 milligrams of pure caffeine pulled straight from Mother Nature's beans, her coffee beans. A month's supply will run you around $40, but if you use the code MOONMAN at checkout, you can save 10% off your entire order. That's code MOONMEN to save 10% off. So why not give it a try? We've been talking about it this whole time for a reason, and I guarantee you guys won't regret it. Thank you to Deli for sponsoring the show. And we're back.
Cool.
School shootings. Or not school shootings.
Lockdowns, yeah. Lockdowns.
What was it you wanted to tell me?
Oh, so remember in middle school, we had this lockdown, right? It was a random, I think it was like a random Wednesday or Tuesday. Yeah. So we got put in lockdown, right? And we were locked down for like 5-10 minutes. And then a little bit right after, the principal said we have to evacuate the school. And when he said that, I'm like, well, this is a trap. The guy has the principal at gunpoint. Another guy's waiting for everybody to come out, and he's going to gun us down.
No, what the fuck?
You don't remember that?
No, but why would that be the instant thing you jump to? Like, they're going to gun us down. They got it all fucking planned out.
I don't know. But whatever the case, we had to evacuate the whole school, and we went to the neighboring school. And then...
Was that the day that we had a fire in the school?
We had a gas leak in the school. But I didn't know that at the time.
Because I remember there was 2 instances where we got moved out of the school, right? And we had to like walk to the baseball field and stuff. The first one was like a gas leak or some shit like that. And then the second one was somebody had lit a fire in the bathroom. Fucking King, whoever it was, thank you so much. Because I still remember that shit. We got out of school early. And then on my way home, I saw a cop with an AR, and it was like the best day ever.
No, so the gas leak happened in our 8th grade. But that fire, I don't remember.
Okay, the fire was in 7th grade because this is where the bad kid story comes out. Minor. I remember because I was talking to an 8th grader who had got me a vape pen from a smoke shop, and then he gave it to me that day that we had the fire.
Oh, okay.
And then I remember we were in the field, and they're doing a head count or whatever, right? And then we went to the back of the line, and then we were just taking hits from the vape pen.
No, so with this one, when we got evacuated, we didn't even go to the baseball fields. We had to go all the way to the other baseball fields in the other school.
Oh shit! No,
so
maybe I was gone. Maybe I was.
Maybe you weren't there, but we had to go all the way over there, and while we were all evacuating, there's 2 teachers who did not evacuate their class because I guess they're supposed to say a code word within the announcement if we are supposed to evacuate, and they didn't say it.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah. So the rest of them. Like the rest of the teachers,
they just died from gas poisoning or some shit.
Well, the rest of them just evacuated the whole school, but the gas leak happened out in the parking lot over here on this side.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
And a monitor. I had a friend who was in the cafeteria at the time, and the monitor ran in, and she like, get the fuck out of here.
Really?
Yeah. No. There's a gas leak, and that's when they notified the principal.
How did they even find out about the gas leak?
I think because of the smell.
But where was it originating from?
I think from just a hole in the ground. Like they have pictures online. I'm pretty sure if I look it up, we could find it.
Really? No,
yeah.
I don't remember that shit at all.
Yeah. So,
Angel, do you remember that? Let
Angel,
us know.
Who else?
Karen was there, but I don't know if she listens to it.
No, but people we have on the show that went to middle school with us. And I think Angel's the only one.
Yeah, but holy shit, everyone we've had on so far didn't go to middle school with us, huh?
No, Juan.
I don't know if you're caught up or if you're gonna listen to this, but if you remember that, let us know.
Yeah.
On Discord tonight or whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I have another one. It's not. Oh well, it's kind of crazy. Remember our high school was connected to a park, in some way.
Yeah.
So we got put on lockdown. And my classroom was in a portable in the back of the school that's more closer to the park.
Mm-hmm.
And there was reports saying that there was a guy walking around with a shotgun in the park.
Holy shit, really?
Getting close to the school. So they put the school on lockdown, and the cops had like a
SWAT team or some shit?
No, like a standoff with the guy. Because
did he back down?
No, he wasn't backing down.
So did they shoot him?
No. It took him a good 10 minutes till he finally put the shotgun down and they arrested him. And the reason why he was walking around with the shotgun is he was trying to sell the shotgun, and it wasn't even loaded.
Oh, did he get arrested or charged?
I'm pretty sure he got arrested because he can't walk around with the shotgun near school grounds.
Yeah, that's true. But
if you can't even speed around school grounds, what makes you think you can walk around with a shotgun?
That's true. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, that brings up the argument: like, can you conceal carry around school grounds?
So, I heard
not in school grounds, but like, let's say you're walking around school grounds and then like your gun flashes, right? Like you're on the sidewalk and your gun flashes, it pops out. And then people see it, like, are you gonna get in trouble for that?
I don't think so because it's still kind of you don't have it in your hand.
That's true, but what if you were like, oh shit, let me readjust it, and you put it
then
back in?
Yes, that's you're gonna.
But why?
Because you took a weapon out in school grounds or around school grounds.
The whole gun thing is so weird. What's your stance on it? Like when it comes to carrying firearms?
Well, this is an open carry state, so we could walk around with the gun.
Yeah, but what's your personal stance on it? Because I don't know anyone personally.
What?
Oh, my battery's gonna die. We might have to switch out the battery.
Fuck.
I don't know anyone personally who's just like, I can't stand guns.
Oh, mine too.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit, should we do a pause real quick?
Look at those batteries. They're not even charged.
The purple one is charged, right? Isn't that what that means?
Yeah, and then I guess the red one's dead. No, but you were talking. you were saying your point. No, but I never actually thought of it. I never actually thought of the whole. What's my stance on walking around with the gun? Like holding a gun. Like I never thought about that.
But like me personally, I don't. I kind of agree with the amendment itself, but it's like it's so backwards thinking at the same time, because like if you give everybody guns, then that justifies having a gun for self-defense. You know what I mean?
It has 30% left.
30%? How do you even see that?
My camera's different from yours. It just popped up right now.
Well, let me know that I was running out of battery.
Oh.
Should we just switch them out real quick?
Yeah. How are we gonna do this?
All right. Sorry, but we'll be right back. Boop. And welcome back.
Cool.
Sorry about that. Fucking batteries are shit.
No, they are pretty bad.
Gun laws. I don't know. So to me, the whole thing is like a convoluted argument, right? Because if everybody has guns, it then justifies everybody having guns to defend themselves from people who have guns, right? But at the same time, you don't want to be in an instance where nobody's allowed to have guns, and then all the wrong people are smuggling in guns like they're going to do anyways, and then you need a gun. I do think that there should be some sort of psychology check for people.
Yeah, because we don't have a gun problem. We have a
people problem.
We have a mental health problem.
Yeah, I think what they should do, if anybody with any sort of connections is listening to this, what they should do is make everybody get a psych exam before being able to purchase their gun license, right?
Yeah.
They have to pass the psych exam. Then they could get their gun license after they do the whole background check. Then they have to maintain the psych exam every
6 months.
No, not 6 months, because that's a pain in the ass. I was gonna say like 5 years.
No, it's
maybe 2 years.
Maybe a year.
No, even
once
a year. Even a year is a pain in the ass.
Because I think with your gun license, you have to renew it every so often.
Yeah, I think it's a 2 year. You have to renew it every 2 years.
So around the same time then.
But that's only with like stricter states.
Oh, mine's at 30%.
Again?
Yeah.
Fuck. Maybe we'll have to cut this episode short.
Well, we're almost at an hour.
Yeah, we're almost at an hour. We'll go until we can't go with your camera anymore, and then we're just gonna have to.
And then we'll just change out with that one so we can just see the outro, and then stop, head out, go do shit, and then come back.
All right.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just think I think it could be like 2 years. You know, that seems reasonable because your mental state could change within the matter of 2 years. Because if it's too often, people aren't going to do it, and then there's going to be more illegal carries. If it's too far, then there's no point because somebody can flip one day and then shoot up a school the next. You know? But I think it's an additional measure that should be considered. Because if people who, you know, generally have some sort of mental disorder that's going to fuck with them, especially if they have a gun, like let's say they've had suicidal tendencies in the past, or they're prone to bouts of depression or some shit like that, and they have a gun in their person, it makes it more likely that they could commit suicide. Or they're a pedophile, and they're an angry pedophile, and then you give them a gun. There's a lot of things they could do.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's no matter how we try to navigate this, there's always going to be the bad guys with the guns.
Well, yeah, but I think, again, when it comes to like managing things, right, it's about minimizing the risk, right? Because you can never get it to zero.
Yeah.
There's no way you can ever get it to 100% completely safe. Nobody's ever gonna die from a gun shooting or something like that. But if you can do everything in your power to manage all the bad people from getting it, then why aren't you?
Yeah.
Because then at that point, it is a politician's problem.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think the solution is to take everyone's guns away, personally.
That's well, I can see why people say that, but it's if we take all the guns away, there's still going to be guns.
Yeah, like as fucked up as it is, you know, our neighboring countries, one neighboring country to us has a really high crime rate and a lot of organized crime.
Yeah.
And they have, you know, a lot of illegal trades going into the United States. So they could bring in guns, theoretically, at some point. They could pay off the right guy. They could just sneak it in. They could throw it over the fucking wall.
The thing I don't understand is I don't understand why people need AR-15s.
The thing I don't understand is why people need to collect like 16 different guns. Like,
no offense, Matt. No offense, Matt.
No offense. Because like, I guess in Matt's case, it makes more sense because he's part of the military, so he can justify it like that, right? But I know some people personally that will like, that'll have a shotgun and then a pistol and then an AR and then they want to get a fucking whatever. I don't know. It doesn't matter. No, but like, why do they need all? Who are you fighting? You know?
Well, okay. The pistol could just be like you could walk around with it. The hunt. You could have a hunting rifle. That's for hunting. A shotgun you could use for hunting.
Yeah, like if you have that and you're living in a state where you can hunt and then you regularly go hunting, that makes sense, right? Mm-hmm. That's why in the farmhouses you always see the shotgun always hung up on the mantle or whatever. That makes sense. But if you're just living in like suburban New York or you're in the suburbs in California or whatever the fuck, and you have an AR chilling at your house, like who are you fighting? Who are you waiting for?
Exactly.
You know,
like I don't understand the whole ARs.
Even still, like they'll be like, oh well, home invasion, self defense, blah blah blah. Sure, but let's say Richard Ramirez breaks into your fucking window, right? He's trying to kill you, and then you gun him down with an AR-15 like you're fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. How do you think that's gonna look in court? They're gonna be like, there's something wrong with this guy. He's not okay up here. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't see the. I think people are entitled to like whatever they like, but the justification for carrying around, it's like, I want to collect nuclear bombs for self-defense.
Yeah.
For home invasion, I'm going to collect nuclear bombs. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what it sounds like to me. You know, it's just.
I think it's just like if you buy one, like a record. Like I bought one record, I need another one.
At least with this, you have the justification of saying you listen to all of them on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
Even with guns, if you're taking them to the shooting range and shooting them on a daily basis, like, did you just buy a gun to shoot at a bunch of paper targets every day? I mean, if you really like it that much, okay, cool. All power to you. At least just admit it. I like shooting it.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. I like it, I want it, and I like to shoot it. Okay, cool. I'll leave you alone. But if you're trying to sit there and justify like, oh, home defense, self-defense, all that bullshit, I'm not going to believe you, at the end of the day.
No, what I'm trying to say is like, once you get your gun, you're going to want another one. Like a tattoo. Once you get one tattoo, you want another.
Yeah, another. No, I understand that. That's the consumer in us.
Yeah.
But again, it's the justification for those specific guns.
I want a gun. Just a handgun at least.
Yeah. I plan on buying a handgun, so I don't want to offend anyone with this. Like I'm going to be part of the gun family.
Yeah.
Relatively soon. Why'd you scratch your neck?
Oh no, I noticed that too though.
I'm going to be part of the gun family coming soon. It's just like, to me, I'm going to buy maybe a handgun, maybe two different types. And then that's what I'll use for self-defense. And if I'm ever carrying it on my person, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
If I ever go camping by myself or with, one person, I'm going to carry a handgun with me because dangerous shit can happen out there.
If I'm going camping, at least everybody needs to have a gun on them.
I don't think everybody needs to.
Yeah, it's because there's idiots who just wander around by themselves.
Yeah, but in what scenario is like...
Let's say me, you, Kyle, and your brother, right?
Yeah.
At least three of us need to have a gun.
Why?
I just feel safer that way.
But it's fine, I think we'll be okay. Just get a sharp stick and then a big log and you'll be fine.
No.
I mean, there have been, I heard a story on Reddit. I don't know if this is true or not, but I was reading a story where a guy, he was a little kid and he had went on a camping trip with his brother, right? Who was a trained military person. And he was back in town. They took him on a camping trip. It was just him and his brother. And they had run into somebody while they were setting up their tent or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And it was this weird looking dude. And he was asking him all these questions. And then he was like, all right, you folks have a nice day. And he took off. Later that night, the big brother woke up the little one. He's all, wake up, we got to go. And he's all, why, what's happening? He's all, shut up, follow me. And they walk to a nearby bush area. But they walked to a nearby clearing where there's a bunch of bushes and they were hiding. And they were staring down at their camp. And that same guy from before came up with 5 other dudes. And they were all holding guns. And they were screaming for the 2 brothers to come out. And then they started shooting up into the woods. And then I think they even had dogs with them, but the dogs couldn't pick up their scent. And they were just waiting there. And the brother whispered to him, he's like, if they charge us, I'm going to go down there and, buy us some time and I want you to run and go get help. Right? But then eventually the guys got bored and left and they called the state troopers or whatever. And the whole situation got settled. But like shit like that can happen. So I can understand needing a gun in that situation. Because there's some crazy fucks out there.
Yeah.
You know, on the Appalachian Trail, there was a crazy fucker who was living right by the trail and killing a bunch of hikers who were just walking, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of justification makes sense to me.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I mean. It's at least 3 of us need to have guns.
But an RPG for a fucking home defense, come on.
Yeah.
You blow a fucking hole in your wall.
Yeah.
I know fuckers that want an RPG too.
I know one fucker too.
I know a fucker that wants to go to Las Vegas just so he can shoot a fucking minigun.
That's idiotic.
I mean, that would be pretty fucking sick, right? You wouldn't want to shoot a minigun?
Yeah, I would, but like to own one is stupid.
No, own one. You don't need to own one. There's no situation where any civilian in the United States needs to own a gun bigger than, I would say, a handgun, you know, or a hunting rifle or something of that sort.
I have another joke.
Okay, go ahead.
What kind of music do balloons listen to?
Pop.
Yeah.
Wait, I think you told me that one.
I think I did too. Yeah.
Because I was like, what about hip hop? Did they like hip hop?
Did you know if you can't sleep at night, it's because you're awake?
Have you ever heard that? Here's a mini. Well, I'm gonna keep teasing the spooky hour because we got some plans, people.
Right.
So have you ever heard that expression where it's like, if you can't sleep at night or you wake up in your sleep, it's because there's a ghost in your room?
I never understood that. I never I understand it, but I don't think it's real.
I don't know how I feel about it, to be completely honest with you.
Like the one I do believe is like, if you can't sleep at night, it's because you're awake in someone else's dreams.
Wait, really?
Yeah. You never heard of that?
No, I never heard of that. That kind of sounds dumb, though. Then again, I couldn't sleep last night. So who is dreaming about me, huh?
That's what I mean. Like, let's say Kyle.
Don't say fucking Kyle, because he does dream about me.
I dream about you, not in that way, obviously. But you just show up in my. Okay, we've had sex in my dream, but I looked it up. It's because we're bonding.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. I thought you were joking for a second.
No, I am joking. But if you have a sex dream about a friend, it means you guys are bonding more and more.
So who did you have a sex dream about?
My boss.
Oh. How's that going, by the way? You know.
Can we cut that out?
I'll cut out the phrase. You know, I'll mute it so they don't hear it. But how's that going?
We'll talk about.
We can talk about it right now. Actually, we're getting married next week. What? Oh, the ghost thing. Yeah, I don't know if that's. I don't know if that's.
No, one thing I do. I hope you don't do this, but one thing I do believe in is, if you sleep with like your chair facing you, that means you're inviting a demon to come.
Whoa, that's creepy. No, I've never done that.
Good. I make sure every night that this fucking chair is pointing this way or that way, just not at me.
Yeah, but I don't really think demons need a chair to sit in, because it. But to be completely honest with you, like, you could wake up in the middle of the night, look at the foot of your bed, and it's just standing there. You know, just staring at
creepy.
you.
That's creepy.
Or like it's standing in the corner, like our friend's dad when he saw that.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's just standing in the corner. And it's just all.
Yeah.
Just staring at you and shit. I don't know. I don't think it needs a chair.
No, but it's like
a chair would be nice though. You could leave out some fucking cookies.
An invitation. It's like an invitation.
What kind of cookies do demons eat? Charcoal.
I don't
cookies?
think they eat cookies.
They eat souls. At least that's what the movies tell
Probably
us.
bones.
Do you want to go watch that new Exorcist movie with me?
I was planning on watching it with my coworkers, but we could watch it together.
All right, fine. I'll just take.
We're gonna watch The Nun too.
Oh, I'm watching that with my brother. I'll watch The Exorcist with my sister. Are we running out?
It's gonna shut down soon.
All right.
Oh, wait, let's just switch out the batteries and go for another like 10 minutes.
Okay, we could do that.
Oh, it died.
Shit. Okay. Well. Okay, how about I close it out here and then I'll turn the camera to face you and we'll do something like that. Yeah.
No. Let's just switch up.
Okay, switch it out. I'll keep them distracted so that way we can cut to your camera when it comes back in. Hi people, how's it going? So life updates. I'm no longer jobless. Yeah. There have been a lot of changes in our life recently.
Keep going,
Go ahead and take a wild guess where I got a job.
Going. Is it at? Can I?
I'm so sorry, Dubby. Okay, I didn't mean. I like you, Dubby. I genuinely enjoyed your product, but.
Can I take a guess of where you're working at?
Go ahead, take a guess.
Is it making aluminum cans?
They do have aluminum cans, and people who are watching the video just got the joke. I'm working for Monster. Okay, I just got hired with Monster. Well, not just got hired. By the time this comes out, I'll have been there for a little while. But yeah, I got hired with Monster. Shout out.
Okay, I'm back.
Shout out. Okay, fuck, man.
I'm back. All right.
Should we announce the big stuff coming though?
No,
like,
not yet.
Personally?
No. What do you?
Yeah. Wait, no. I don't know if I want to announce that yet because it's not for sure.
I say don't announce it.
Well, even if it's not that place, it'll be another place.
Don't announce it.
Either way, I'm still gonna have the setup there included. I am going to California next month, which is gonna be exciting. Anyways. Anything you want to add to the show? They can see you now.
I know they can see me.
So anything you wanna add?
I want your opinion on this.
Oh, what?
It's quick. We're an hour 10.
Okay,
like 10
my bad.
more minutes.
I thought we were ending it. I didn't know, but we were.
No, like 10
going.
more minutes.
Okay, yeah, we could do that.
It's the 1 year.
Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah, go ahead. No, that makes sense. I understand.
Is there something wrong with wearing another man's name on your back?
Like a jersey?
Yeah.
No. I mean, when you say it like that, but like, no, not really. I don't think so. Why?
Because there was an argument saying that men should not wear another man's name on their back.
No, honestly, I don't think that's much of an issue.
I don't think so either. Because you're not ripping, or let's say with
the jersey they can't see. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have a jersey. It's a Tim Duncan jersey, but I don't think if you're wearing it to support your team, cool. But if you like the player, that's cool.
I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with wearing a jersey as a man. I don't know. I don't wear them.
Yeah, you don't watch sports though.
Yeah, but even when I was into sports, I never owned a jersey. I didn't care about the players.
I thought you did. I thought you had an Eli Manning jersey.
No.
When who was with the Colts? Eli Manning or Peyton Manning?
Peyton Manning. My dad had that jersey, but I never owned.
Oh, okay.
Jersey. I had one of the figurines.
I remember that.
I still have it. It's probably worth like $500. I don't know.
I doubt it.
No, but at the time it was worth like $100.
Oh, okay.
And it's never been opened.
I thought it was.
And my dad has one from the 80s that's never been opened.
Ooh, that 50 years.
Yeah, unless my brother opened it. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't think there's anything wrong with that personally.
Because I was watching football yesterday, and there was a lot of people with jerseys on, and then that's when that question popped up. I thought about it again. But yeah, I personally don't think there's anything wrong with it.
You know what I think there's something wrong with? Grown-ass men wearing T-shirts with designs on them. You know, like, okay, this is different. This is a concert shirt. But, like, I'm thinking about, like, the 40-year-old dads or whatever, right, that are going out in public and they have, like, a Batman shirt with, like, a logo on it. And it's like, I'm darkness, don't mess with me.
I feel like that's your dad.
No, yeah, he does do that. I make fun of him. But he owns it in such a unique way that I can't even be mad at him. Because he'll wear, like, dress shirts, like, most of the time, right? 90% of the time I see him, he's wearing a dress shirt, undershirt, leather shoes, all that shit. But then the few times that he does wear a shirt, I think, oh, he's going to wear regular black. He's going to wear something, like, a bit more his age. And then he comes out with the Godzilla shirt. And it's just like, okay, how can you be mad at him?
I think it's because it's the age he grew up in.
Yeah, I don't know. Because, like, I've genuinely seen, like, guys out, like, I don't know. I don't want to feel like I'm attacking guys, but...
Well, think about it. When we're older, we're going to be dressing like how we're dressing right now.
No, I'm not. We already discussed this. I'm going to be dressing more towards my age as I get older. Like right now, I look my age. I'm dressing my age.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
When I'm 30, I'm not going to be able to pull off the
Yeah, but
looks.
Is there dress codes with age?
To an extent. I mean...
Okay. Well, if you're under the age of 18, you should not dress like a fucking whore. But
yeah. Okay, let's throw that out there specifically. Okay.
Yeah. You should not dress like a fucking whore. But once you're 18 and you want to dress like that, you're grown up. You can do whatever you want.
Yep.
But I didn't know that when you're fucking 60, you're supposed to dress like Peaky Blinders.
No, you don't have to, but I wouldn't expect a 6-year-old to be rocking all the same shit that a 20-year-old is. I
see that a lot nowadays.
I mean, I guess they could. I don't know, because it's back to the argument. It's like, should we have social standards or just let people do whatever they want? Part of me wants to say do whatever you want, but then at the same time, like,
I don't want to see an old lady titties fucking hanging down.
And I don't want to. Like, how am I supposed to respect this old man when his shirt looks fucking stupider than mine? You know, and it's walking around. He's like, I am darkness, and it's like, or the ones that you see on Amazon where it has like a paragraph of quotes.
Oh yeah, I don't like
and
those.
It's like, I'm not the stepfather. I'm the father that stepped up.
I don't know why, but I never liked picture. I never like shirts that had pictures on them, like in memory of.
I don't know how to feel about those because that's some people's way of grieving.
Yeah, that's some. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't put. If I die, don't put me on a shirt.
I might, just to spite you. You know, I'll be like, I love Eddie, but fuck that dude. Bah! Put him on my shirt. And you'll be
so you put those words to bop, and then
bah! And then you'll be looking down from heaven like, son of a bitch. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right, that's assuming you even get up. But you know, that's
I'm immortal.
Whatever. You know, I don't know. I think it for me personally, I just find it weird, like when I'm supposed to be respecting my elders and all that jazz, and I'm supposed to be treating people that are older than me with respect, and they're dressing like fucking morons, like they're middle schoolers. You know, they're walking around the zoo with like a Ninja Turtles backpack on, and you know they. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I understand, but like, they're too old for this crap. Let them dress comfortably.
I guess, but I don't know.
Because when they were growing up, they were dressing like Peaky Blinders.
Well, no, that's like some of the old people, but like I you know, my dad's generation, they were dressing fucking however they wanted their whole lives to an extent, but they all fit their age range. Right now, it's starting to get all fucked up. You know?
Yeah, because that when we were growing up with the old people, they were dressing like Peaky Blinders, and now they're all dying off. You know, that sense of style is dying with them.
Well, no, it's staying alive with me.
Okay,
I chose not to do it today because you were gonna make fun of me, and I didn't want to get my feelings hurt.
It stays alive with some weirdos out there.
Weirdos,
but. For the most part, that style is dying.
I think it should stay around to some extent. I think we could incorporate it.
No, it should stay around. Like, it should stay around. But like, if you're going out, even then, I have no place to tell you how to dress.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But if you're,
I have my criticisms, but at the end of the day, you're gonna do what you want to do.
Exactly. But if you're wearing pants too fucking tight that I can see your tiny bulge, I'm gonna have to call you on it.
Are you talking shit?
No. Your pants are perfect.
Covering my fucking bulge right here. Are you talking about Kyle?
I can't. Yeah. Okay. Let's say Kyle. Yeah.
Because in that one picture, you can see his fucking cock.
Yeah. His humongous.
It wasn't humongous, but it was hanging.
Yeah.
For those of you that are confused, sorry, Kyle. I don't know if you wanted me to tell this or not. For those of you that are confuzzled, around the time me and Kyle were getting close, it was his birthday. And I had gone to his birthday party, right? He had taken a selfie in the bathroom thinking he was hot shit, but he had pulled up his pants all the way to his fucking crotch, right? And so when I saw his story, I just happened to notice it because, you know, I used to be an artist. I noticed lines. It's just something with me, right? So I noticed that his inseam, instead of going straight down like regular pants, it went, you know what I mean? It went like this. It went. So I was like, that ain't right. You know, I was like, did I just see what I just think I just saw? And so I went back and I looked, and I really looked at it, and I was like, that's a cock. And I was like, that's Kyle's cock. And so I went out and I screenshotted it before he had a chance to delete it. And I was like, Kyle, why are you posting a picture of your cock? And he was like, huh? And then he saw it and immediately took it down because he realized it was his cock. And then he started pulling down his pants again. But don't be like Kyle, people. Okay, wear regular pants.
Yeah,
dress appropriately.
We're fitting pants. We're fitting pants.
Fitting pants. Dress appropriately. Put consideration into how you dress, because people are gonna treat you differently based on how you dress.
Yeah.
Whether they say
don't wear fishnet shirts out in public.
No, nobody gets the right to wear fishnets. I don't care how bad you think you are, or how bad you actually are. Don't do it. There's common decency. If you have a humongous rack, right, and it's nice, and it's, you know, you're especially not allowed to wear fishnets out in public, because you'll just cause car accidents left and fucking right. And you'll be distracting people. You'll be getting marriages broken up. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know, have some decency.
Yeah.
And if you're the exact opposite, same shit. Don't do it. You know, there's no world where we need to see that much of anybody's skin while I'm eating a fucking bagel. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. All right, I think we're at a good.
Yeah, we have to because it's dying.
Okay, cool. Anything that you want to say to the fans before we go?
You can't see me.
What was that? What did you just do there?
This is why I don't add stuff, Devin.
I'm so confused because I'm like, do you want to say anything to the fans? Thank them for 1 year of support, and you're all.
You can't see me.
What the fuck is that? Okay, whatever. Thank you all for tuning into this episode. Thank you all for your year of support. Thank you all for giving us a chance. We're really happy to be here. We're really happy to continue doing this. And as you can see, oh shit, I got 30%. We're moving up. We're moving up in the world, and we're really glad to have you guys along here for the ride. You know, so just thank you. That being said, see you next week.
Hurry up! Okay, I'm at 30. Cool.
This concludes the Moon Men podcast. The end.